Here's a quick take from the YoJoe Show podcast.
This is indeed the golden age of America. We are rapidly reversing the economic calamity we inherited from the previous administration, including ruinous price increases and record-setting inflation. Inflation like we've never had before. Under my leadership, energy costs are down, gasoline prices are down, grocery prices are down, mortgage rates are down, and inflation has been defeated. The only thing that's up is the stock market, which just hit a record high.
Which is very true.
It is true, but of its entire speech in the UN, that was probably the least impressive part.
It is, but again, I think most people saw it, and it is available, obviously, online. We were going to put, it's a long speech, of course, in typical
very
fashion.
good.
But what made it even longer is, as we recall, when he got there and he got to the escalators, the bottom to go up to where he needed to go, literally just as he and Melania Trump, the first lady, stepped foot onto the escalator, what happened?
Oops, the escalators broke down.
It suddenly stopped, okay? And they had to walk up the stairs, and you should have seen the heels she had on. I think she had some pretty big heels. They had to walk up the stairs. She didn't. She just started going. He had to follow her. And he gets to the top, and which is ridiculous. And then he goes to start speaking, and his teleprompter stops working.
Miraculously.
Right, which, again, he shrugged off and said, oh, I don't need this thing. I'll just do it off the top of my head. I prefer it that way. Which, again, anybody else would have been completely in shock because they wouldn't know what to say. And so he did most of his speech, and then the thing finally turned on because I guess they saw it wasn't bothering him at all. And then if that wasn't enough, Melania
used it to bring them. He attacked them because this is a known tactic that the UN has been doing for many years. They've done it to Bibi many times. The British one time locked Bibi. The elevator got stuck with him when him and his team were there for a few hours. So these are tricks that countries pull on each other, and the UN especially does to anybody they dislike. But Trump just used it right against them. He just fired right back at them, and it was phenomenal.
Yeah, and ultimately, even Melania later said that apparently where people were listening to this, and again, they have translation going on for all the different countries and whatever languages they're going to be listening to the thing on. The sad reality was that apparently when he started talking, all of a sudden the volume like dropped dramatically. People could barely hear what he was saying. This is like childish nonsense. Like what? This is the United Nations. And again, taking it in stride, he basically said, I'm a builder. I've built much in New York and many different places around the world. And he said, this is what you get with the United Nations for what they did. The escalators don't work. He turned it around and basically threw it in their face. I think that was, again, thinking on his toes. That was like the funniest part of it.
Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and watch all our content, including episode 23 of the YoJoe Show podcast.